Greetings and salutations, fellow viewers. Welcome. Welcome to video number 2 of AjaxWrex Goes Through Cards. Woo! And just to give you an example of how many cards I have, ta-da! These are just my playing cards. And last video, I forgot to give a rating to Beauty and the Beast. And another problem was, how am I going to figure out a rating system? And I figured I was going to do Ace of Spades, Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Hearts, Ace of Clubs, and Joker in that order. Kind of like a tier ranking, if you will. Joker being the bottom, Spades being the top for the Ace of Spades. I hope I don't get copyright from that. Anyway, so with that said, what am I going to rate Beauty and the Beast? I'll give it a middle of the road. I'm going to give it an Ace of Hearts, or just a heart, you know, because it's the first deck. I don't want to give it a too much. I love the backing of the card. I love when you open it up, you get that. The presentation, like the production quality of it, is pretty cool, you know, and I love the font they use for the numbers and letters. I was kind of thrown off with them using different characters for the different face cards, and they kind of looked goofy, you know, to me. So a solid heart tier, an Ace of Hearts. And look at all these other cards. I'm going to save this for a special occasion, probably for Harry Potter Day, the day that Harry goes off to Hogwarts. This is not a bicycle set, and I've opened this before a year or so ago, and you'll see what I mean when I, talk about it on the channel. So that's something to look forward to. If you are a Hogwarts fan, stick around. One of these days I will do it. But I won't be doing these cards. No. Those cards are for later. I have something special for our second video, and that's right. I found a Bluey playing card set. I am the little preview of what the face cards in the back looks like, so I'm pretty excited. And I found my card stand. I pushed everything back to give me a little bit more room, so I'll put the aces in the piles to go right there. And I'm also doing a drink for the night. Yeah, go Dutch. That's right. I am built different. This is around 12:30 at night, and I just, out of all the energy drinks, sugar-free Monster drinks doesn't upset my stomach. It doesn't really give me that much heartburn. It's a very smooth and delicious drink. And I stay up late anyway, so why not, you know? Why not indeed? Give a sip. Oh yeah. If you didn't tell by the can, it is a Strawberry Dreams Monster, sugar-free, like that. It helps a little, but let's be honest, an energy drink's bad for you. Just do it in moderation, you know. If you are sensitive to caffeine, maybe not do energy drinks. Maybe just stick to coffee and tea. Or if you can't do that, then just stick to Gatorade. But then you have those sports drinks are loaded with sugar. Anyway, off of my tangent, we are here for cards. And I'm kind of thinking about introducing a question of the day, or I should say question of the night, since I record these at night, hence why I am quiet. Another reason why I'm quiet is because I am like super close to my phone on this phone stand, and I don't want to feel like I'm yelling at you guys. I want you guys to come in and just come in and chill, spend some time, look at all the cards with me. I love the backs. So the question of the day is, since this is a beloved children's show, what show did you guys watch growing up, or did you have multiple shows that you liked to watch when you were kids? Or let's be real, are you still watching those shows even as adults? Because I'm a kid at heart, if you haven't noticed, and I love cartoons. I love adult cartoons. You know, if it's any entertaining and it piques my interest, I'll watch it. So what is your favorite show growing up as a kid? So we got the Jokers. Oh, I like the kid font, make it all nice and kid friendly. Got two, I believe those are unicorns. Ace of Spades. I like that. Again, this is another, I think, spoiler alert, I believe all of the bicycle cards, until you get the pricier ones, they're all going to feel the same. So just like with the Beauty and the Beast, they're all slidey, fresh out of the box. That's when you know they're good. So the packaging goes spades, diamond, clubs, then heart. I just like hearts more than clubs, I guess. So we saw, kind of sped through there, we saw Bluey as the spades, jack, queen, and king. Kind of like a Viking feel with the king. And we got Bingo. Bingo as a jack. And I love Bluey, but I'm not really good with names with the characters. I know it's one of their friends. I just don't remember, and that I don't know. It's making a face. I can't really tell. And we got Bluey again for the clubs, and we got Bingo. So maybe it's just Bingo. I know that's not Bingo right there. Maybe that's Bingo. Maybe Bingo's doing a face. Okay. And Alex, why do you have Joker at the bottom? Because some people just automatically toss the Jokers. You know, people who aren't real serious with their card games, they're like, what do we need Jokers for? We're just going to play Go Fish or whatever. Put those aside. Okay, let's get to shuffling. What was my favorite TV show growing up? I liked Rugrats. Rugrats was fun. I believe that growing up in the 90s, we had the better shows. Nickelodeon was my jam. There were summers where when I was little, I'd wake up and the first thing I do is put on Nick Jr. and watch Face, the host of Nick Jr., introduce new shows and whatnot until it got to the afternoon hours where he goes, I have to leave. It's time for a regular Nickelodeon to start. And there were a couple times where Face was like, hey, you've been watching TV for too long. Go outside and play. You know, I was there when they came up with the Go Outside and Play initiative. Oh, when was that? It had to be around 95, 96. Maybe 97. 97 might be a little late. Because then you got SpongeBob coming out. I remember when SpongeBob debuted. It was after one of the Nick Kid Choice Awards, and how they always have Rosie O'Donnell be the host. And you see your favorite celebrities get slimed. That was always fun. And they always had fun categories too. I don't remember what categories they had. Let's see if I can get a bridge like this. See if I can position myself. Oh, almost. I'll try it one more time. Kinda. I'm getting there. getting there. I think we're about shuffled up. I'm also getting another feel of the cards. I'm really digging the back. Look at the back. Just look how cool that is. Also, I love blue and I love purple. And that's, I know that's not a real purple, but it's a close dark purple. Dark. I don't know. It's just a dark blue. It's on the verge of becoming purple. So start things off. See if I can position this correctly without being able to see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Going back to Nickelodeon television, I remember Legends of the Hidden Temple and the Silver Monkeys, the different animal teams they had, where one of the games to move forward was to, pay attention to the story and you'll get the answer within the story, that sort of thing. So leave in the comments, what was your favorite TV show growing up? We got a 10. Put a 10 there. Not a good start like we did last night, but I believe, chat. Don't say chat, dude. It's from a different YouTube channel. Hey, we got our first ace. There. What's that? There. See how long that lasts. 3 more. Another 7. 3 there. Do you guys play card games by yourself? Because I know I play Marvel Champions in solo mode because not a lot of people want to learn a whole new card game, and I completely understand with that, because sometimes that can be a little much, especially if you haven't spent 30 odd years messing around with cards like I have. I remember when the Pokemon card game first released. I remember playing Magic the Gathering with my brothers and how they would team up against me so that they can play against each other, because I kind of knew what was going on, but my decks weren't as good as their decks. So, and also cards run in the family. I get it from my dad. He collected baseball cards when he was around. And my second oldest brother, he continued that tradition, and he has his own collection going on. And me, I collect bicycle carts. No, I collect Magic the Gathering, Pokemon. I have a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh decks, but I don't really play Yu-Gi-Oh that much, even though I love shuffling Yu-Gi-Oh cards because they're so small and comfortable. Ooh, hold on. I just noticed this. Move the jack over to the queen. Hey, awesome. Great. This thing's not that wide. It only holds 3 aces. And just wait until I start. Oh, here you go. There's that. Those are 4s. Okay. Haven't found an 8 yet. Okay, we'll do one more pass with drawing 3. And, okay, now we're going to switch to drawing 1. that it might help, it might not. There's the 2. Here you go. There's a 5. Move that 2. Nope, not yet. I thought I had the diamond. Move that 4. How much is, no, how about we keep the 4 there, move the 4 from here to reveal more cards. And look at that. Pro plays. Professional solitaire player right here. Ooh, that king's pretty cool. Okay, what do we have? 5. 3, there we go. And we got rid of 4 clubs, 5 clubs. We'll move the king of spades. Reveal 5 of diamonds. Okay. If only I had a red queen. There we go. There we go. There's the 2. 3. What else? What else to talk about? You can't tell from the top of the box because the phone cut it off, but this is Cosmo Octopus. It's currently my favorite board game. It is a card engine building game where you have to collect different resources you have to play cards that will help you collect resources, and you trade that in to get tentacles. And the first player to get 10 tentacles, 8 tentacles, gets to summon this fun guy, this fun little creature, the Great Inky One. It's a fun little family-friendly Cthulhu game because there are cards that have different like H.P. Lovecraft theme look-alike stuff. Ooh. And it's not like scary, it's not gory. You know, it's friendly, it's kid friendly, and I like that kind of stuff. And it's pretty fun. There is a solo mode. That's another thing I look forward to. And we'll move the 6. That's what I look for in different board games, is if they have a solo mode. Because that means I get to play it more often, because not a lot of people like to play games with me. I understand that. You know, it's hard. It's hard to find the time. Not everyone can stay up late like I can. It helps that I work a second shift job, and so by the time I get home, it's usually around midnight anyway. And a lot of people ask me, why don't you just go to bed? I'm like, okay, how about you go to bed right after you get home from work? Because usually a 9 to 5, you come home and you relax for a couple hours. You eat some food, you know, you catch up with people. You watch TV, you read a book, you know. You wind down before you decide to lay down for the night. So this is me just winding down, letting me slow down and think things through. You know, it's kind of like how people play Sudoku. I don't know how they do it, but they just do. And I'm not really that good in math, so that's probably another factor in it. Even with the easy books I've skimmed through in Barnes & Noble or wherever, I just can't seem to figure out Sudoku, but I can figure out the rules for Magic the Gathering. There's the diamond. There. I need an 8. Uh-oh. It doesn't look too good, chat. It doesn't look too good. But we'll see if we can save it. I need a 3. But there's no 3. There's the 6. Here's a 5. And there's the 5 of spades. 7 of clubs. I think here, I can move this over here to do that. I need to move this 7. I'm looking at all my options and I don't think I see it. I don't think I see it. I think I lose. Want. Because here's the other cards we needed. A 3 and an ace of spades. An 8 of spades, not an ace of spades. Like I said last night, you can't win them all. I got pretty close. Now comes the fun part of the video. What do I rank the bluey cards? You know what? It's not an ace of spades. No, we're not there yet. I'm sure we'll find a bicycle set that I just adore and love. Because I have, what, how many? I have 3 more decks coming in the mail that I need to make videos for, along with the pile of cards that I showed you at the beginning of the video. So I think I'm going to give the bluey cards a diamond. An ace of diamond. I tried. So, thank you for stopping by. One of these days I'll do a better bridge. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.